Всем привет, друзья, вы на канале Барзал. Мы продолжаем проходить Hogwarts наследие. Так, идем дальше.
I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
Круто.
Wonderfully done. If you'd like to practice a bit more, you're welcome to do so here.
Нахуя это? Можно спросить, пожалуйста?
Just mind the plants, please.
Flipendo!
Look at that. You're a natural.
Типа, короче, его будет так колбасить. Понятно. Круто, спасибо. Так.
Oh, it's you. Just the person I need.
Отъебись. У меня другое задание. Я хочу вот это выполнить. Так, где оно было-то? Вот. Погнали. Где это? Карта мира и... Ну, вот здесь стоит, да, получается? Бля, серьезно? Тут рядом ничего нету, что ли? Да ёбаный-то по голове. Давай сюда. Что ж поделаешь?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Веселые цветы. Ну, блядь, дома такие посадить. Ёбаный. Крыша съедет, наверное, нахуй сразу.
Castle must have been quite stately in its time.
Так. И куда-то сюда.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
То Путин,
I'm
ну.
ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Поговорить. Ну, пойдем поговорим. У меня такой этот на английском акцент, блядь, что их иногда охереваешь. Слышно аж русские слова там. Так, с кем тут поговорить? Ну-ка.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and am trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie.
And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
Please tell me you didn't take it.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before...
Блять, разработчикам надо было, знаете, что сделать? Сука, чтобы они, каждый персонаж, нахуй, начинал свой рассказ, как он встал, почистил зубы, блять, налил себе кофе, посрал, блять, потом посмотрел в окно, было солнечно, он пошел попил еще молочка, блять, посмотрел в окно, блять, уже не солнечно, и это пиздец какой-то, вот нахуя столько диалога? Пизду. Бессмысленные, блядь, полтонные истории, блядь, нахуй вообще не нужны. Сократи, сука, до 2 слов, блядь.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease
Это сейчас нахуй про свое детство будет рассказывать, я уверен, блядь.
Tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation. And so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help.
Блять, ну это
Harlow
побыстрее
does
хоть.
not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Ах, кошмар.
Can't imagine how muggles get done.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Вы, блядь, серьезно? Пиздец. Нахуй я сюда бежал?
Hengist of Woodcroft. If something threatened you,
Just because they can go.
Блять, как раз неподалеку уже был.
Natty must be around here somewhere. Revelio!
Я тебя, сука, вижу. Иди сюда, блядь. Мозгоёб. Это ключ летает или мне кажется? Нет, откуда тут нахуй ключ?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Идемте посмотрим.
The footprints led
Позвали,
to this room.
пошароебимся.
There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Что? Забрать.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
I'm able to Hogsmeade later. It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her. Only a Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here.
О, кто там со спины? Ты чё, сука? Ты чё, блядь? Сдохни нахуй. А ты тоже сдохни, блядь, кабан здоровый. Двоих сразу, круто. Это круто.
Revelio.
Extorting desperate kids suits me just. No more happy days for you.
Defender. Revelio.
Так, тут есть что-нибудь еще? Сдох, даже ничего не оставил. Ну как так? Тихо, 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 тихо. Что тут? Так, ну пойдем. Блядь.
Natty must be here somewhere. Revelio.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you.
Over here. I need your help.
Да-да-да, подожди. Сначала деньги соберу, а потом помогу вам. Че надо?
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked by something.
Revelio. Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
Hello, Hamora. Somewhere in this room.
Готово.
Mr. Rabe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back.
Чего? Не обязательно найти. Найти.
Revelio.
И где я должен это искать, блядь? Идите нахуй.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Revelio.
Чё, блядь, сделал?
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead.
Ты
Find
охуела?
Officer Singer.
Я, блядь, пришел, спас их, а она говорит, спасибо этому, блядь.
But be careful.
Как бы дал нахуй с вертухи тебе.
Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for
И
it.
съебался.
These ashwinders must pay.
Охуеть, блядина.
Revelio.
I'm the only one left on patrol. Charming.
Defender.
You should never have come in.
Confringo.
Expulso.
Levioso.
Ага, на здоровых, блядь, левиоса, блядь, не работает, да? Прикольно, конечно.
They deserved.
Revelio.
Какого только хуя, я не понимаю. Бетонные эти поднимать можно, блядь, а людей нет. То, что он чересчур большой, наверное, или что, я без понятия. Так. Погнали. Ай, встань, сука.
Confringo.
Почему, кстати, он в приседе не умеет магию колдовать? Что это, блядь, за чудеса такие?
Revelio.
Я нихуя не вижу. Фонарик хочешь включить, что ли? Блядь, пока я не включил, она нихуя не включила. Только не говори, что это тупик. Да ну вас нахуй. Серьезно? Блять, да, это тупик. Нахуй я сюда залез? Я думал, это, блять, выход. Выход вот, оказывается, где, блять. Куда нам надо? Нам куда-то сюда.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Да.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashbinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, they've also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing
Я
me.
вижу
We shall
что-то.
speak soon.
Еще вижу, нихера себе. Иди сюда. Иди сюда, вон еще, где?
Revelio.
Вернись.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Блять, только что вот здесь же был. Куда он делся?
Accio.
Да какой нахуй?
Revelio.
Странно.
Tips in the hat, if you please. Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Нихуя его зажигают. Так. Тут суд видел? Ну там было.
Revelio.
Странно очень. О! Подожди, ну-ка. Закрывай свой глазик. Мы спрячемся.
Revelio.
Бабочку. Хрен знает, где искать. Короче, так, ладно. Следующее задание. Ага. Погнали. Себастьян, где-то там есть? Карта мира. И в ебенях, как всегда. О. Да, блять.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Где он есть, блин? Тут туда, то сюда показывает.
question. A lost relic from a catacomb which requires a dark sacrifice.
I know how it sounds, but if this can help you, it's worth the risk.
Does Ominous know about this?
He helped find the scriptorium where we discovered Slytherin's spellbook.
Very well. If Ominous will be there, I'll meet you. We don't have much time. Solomon wants to leave Feldcroft.
What? Leave? Never mind. You need to stall him. Buy us time, Anne. Please.
I shall do my best. I'll be in touch.
Solomon can't take Anne from Feldcroft. Where would they go? When would I see her?
Sebastian.
I can't believe my uncle wants to leave Feldcroft. Anne's going to stall him. She must. We need time.
Time? For what?
I've learned more about the relic. I cross-referenced Slytherin's spellbook with everything in the library on relics and dark sacrifices. That's when I realized something. I believe the relic will only work inside the catacomb.
So we have to get Anne to the catacomb and then conduct a sacrifice? Seems risky.
It'll be worth the risk. Our biggest hurdle may be convincing Ominous. And we'll only give this a chance if he's on board.
And we have to keep all of this from your uncle. If he goes to the headmaster, we could be expelled.
Let me handle Ominous this time. As for my uncle, he's not an Auror anymore. What he doesn't know, well, won't hurt us.
Good luck with Ominous. Until we meet again.
I shall let you know when the four of us should meet at the catacomb. Look for my owl. See you soon.
И soon. Что по заданиям? Дадите что-нибудь, нет? Ой, бля. Тут 2 чемоданчика есть. Блядь. Один я спиндохал. А второй, 3-й левел. Так, что с заданиями? Обновляться они не хотят, я так понимаю. Поговорите с С чего, блядь? С Поппи? Хорошо, пойдем с Поппой поговорим. А, да, мы же что-то там освобождали какую драку, точно. Я думаю, что за яйцо? Там сейчас нужно... Ну, вата, блядь, сахарная веселится.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing.
Наконец-то, блять, эти допизделись, как же.
I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safe. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Не скушает нас.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
Прикольно.
I wonder how many they brought to catch.
Revelio.
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like she.
How lucky. Watch your step.
Здесь дохлое животное, как у меня.
Or just raring for a fight.
Вот суки.
Revelio.
Quiet, what was that? Well, there's no turning back now.
В смысле, блядь? Я себе.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Даже не больно было. Чуть-чуть совсем. Куда нам надо?
Watch out, it's her domain. She'll make sure. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Чего они там, блядь, за этот такой? Так хорошо стреляет.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask
А
me.
нельзя спрятаться вот так
Good
вот?
thinking, but she'd still be.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
А, похуй, да? Нихуя себе. Воу. Да нахуй иди. Я так добегу, короче, да и все. Окей. Чай, блядь.
She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
Чего? Я не знаю, о чем
There's
это.
the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here?
Reparo.
Графика не дошла,
Just
походу.
return her egg. We can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Ну, драконы, блядь, яйца. О, дракон пропал. Остались крылья, голова и ноги, блядь.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
Почему драконов приравнивают, блядь, к курицам? Почему драконы, блядь, несут яйца? Я не понимаю. Разве драконы не живородящие, блядь? Как-то странно, конечно. Ебать! Вот это я понимаю, блядь, магия Хогвартса. Оба-на нахуй. Опа, и вообще исчезла хуям. Круто, бля. Это человек-невидимка. Он и сюда попал. Там много с фейерверком баловалась, походу. Лицо оторвало нахуй.
Is everything all right?
О, я ж говорю, бля, человек-невидимка.
I'm Betty Bugbrook, and no, everything is not all right. It's my dear friend Hazel. She's in trouble.
Hazel?
Yes. Oh, she's a unicorn. Known her for years. She doesn't like to leave the forest, so I visit her once a week to brush out her mane and bring her some treats. Her coat is glorious. Well, the last time I saw her, we were violently attacked by a pack of wolves. Hazel, loyal friend that she is, leapt in front to protect me, and in the process, I fear she may have been injured.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I want to help her, but she seems to have gone into hiding. Out of fear, I'd imagine. I know you Hogwarts students learn a fair bit about
Бля, с фонарем разговаривает, стоит.
Perhaps you could find my unicorn friend and get her somewhere safe so that she can heal.
I'll keep an eye out for your unicorn friend and take her to safety if I see her.
Oh, you've a good soul. I can always tell. Please, don't risk your own safety, though. I don't know precisely where she is, but I can tell you that her den is north of Hogsmeade. And although I haven't been able to brush her lately, I imagine she still has the brightest, most beautiful coat of her entire herd. Remember, you'll know her by her brilliant coat. And be warned, she's a stubborn girl. She may need some...
Блять, какой же страшный акцент, это ужас. Просто пиздец. Так, карта мира. Че там нужно? Поискать там есть. Не хочу эту хуйню выполнять. Отстань. Так. Что тут еще? Ключи. Давай поговорим с этим. Где он? В Хогвартсе, да? Да нахуй нет, какая-то Хогвартс нужна. И где с ним поговорить? Странно, конечно, как-то. А тут что происходит?
Hello, Grace. What are you doing here?
Nice to see you. Thank you again for your help at the lake. I've become quite good at Summoner's Court, and I'm waiting for my next opponent. I suppose that's you.
I suppose so.
Shall we begin?
I'm game.
Well, let's see what you're made of.
И как это теперь работает? Ну-ка давай, покажи. А, нифига себе. Круто. Ну, давай попробуем. Так, где эта магия-то была? Вот. Как там было-то? Нажимаешь и потом переборщил. Чуть-чуть переборщил. Ну, сейчас попробуем. Уйди отсюда нахуй, что мешаешься.
You didn't see that.
Давай, 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 сука! Бля. Ну-ка нахуй, не толкайся. Надо сейчас соточку ебануть, и я победил. И вот здесь отключить.
What a remarkable shot. Well, it appears I've been
Ты проебала. Все. Я крутой шарокататель.
Well done. Diving, Summoner's Court. Seems there's nothing you can't do.
Это было просто.
There wasn't much to it.
You really are insufferable. You may have beaten me, but your next opponent is sure to take you down a peg, which will be a joy to see.
Пошла нахуй с ринга. Не умеешь играть. Иди учись шары катать. Так. Я куда-то шел. Бля, я забыл, куда я шел. Блять, куда я шел? А, с кем-то попиздеть-то надо было, точно. Отвлекаю тут, блять, своими катаниями. С кем поговорить-то надо? Не, это хуй мы выполним. Не знаю, где даже находится. Не с тобой. Блять. Найти пещеру какую-то. Вот с этим, по-моему, я хотел поговорить. Подожди, а там какое-то другое прилетело. Сова, сова, сова. Где сова? Сова. А! Вот надо к нему. Задание. Он есть, я не понял. Короче. В общем, на этом закончим. Не знаю, я, наверное, уже больше не буду его проходить, так что, скорее всего, Хогвартс заканчивается. Будем начинать какую-нибудь другую игру. В общем, увидимся в следующих игрушках. Всем пока.